Girl, you better go sit down for this. Well, don't mind if I do. Do you remember what I said a few months ago? Preferably on my birthday. Oh, that's what it was. Roadhouse. You about to take me on the road because I'm about to go on the road with you. Now I'm so upset because I wanted that limited bread with, oh my goodness, so tell you, it's just food. Calm down. Just be happy that God allowed you to live to see another year. Well, behold, I got them rolls. And I ain't talking about the ones on my stomach either. Now, while I was waiting for my main entree, I had to get into those steaming hot rolls. And that's what I'm doing right here. Those rolls are already good on its own, but you better believe I was going to dip it right into that cinnamon butter. And then it hit the spot, it hit the angle, it even hit the bottom of my stomach. That's how good it was. Now, I ordered the steak kebab, and yeah, you see what they have right here. And for my choice of side, I did choose their chili. Now, I really wanted fries, but I was like, I ain't gonna do it today because I'm always getting fries. Let me try something a little different. It's me lifting up my hands and praise for me. Because if this main course is as good as these rolls, you want to roll, literally. So I'm still waiting for that main course, but I did get that chili, and I was like, let me taste this. Now, a few months ago, I actually tasted chili for the first time at Wendy's. If you didn't see that, first, watch this. Don't you dare head on over right now. Watch this first, and then go over there. With the chili, it come with cheese, and it come with saltine crackers. I don't want you. So I just ate that by itself. Now, they don't put beans in theirs, which I don't mind at all. If you're going to put beans, put a little bit. When you put too much, you're doing too much. And I don't want all that. But they didn't put no beans in. When I tell you, it didn't matter at all because that thing was delicioso. I ain't even gonna lie. Wendy's, you don't got nothing on them. When I tell you that chili was fire, it was the flavor and the seasonings for me. Now, if you watch my channel faithfully, you know that I got the idea to put cinnamon inside my chili from Mr. Making It Happen. So then I had a great idea. What if I used this cinnamon butter and put it inside of my chili, and that way it can have that cinnamon taste even though I don't really need it. And that's what I did, and I'm gonna mix that on up. And upon eating it, I realized it was the one, not the two. When I tell you that was delicioso again. It's 2 for 2. First the rolls, and now this. Oh my goodness. So then I had another little good idea. How about I take that roll and then dip it inside that chili? And did. And like someone who got something to prove at work, it did its job. Now, even though I didn't need it, but I also like sour cream inside of mine, so I asked them on the side, and that's what they gave me, and that's what I'm adding right here. Now, I was trying not to eat this whole thing before my entree came, but it still happened. And like a person that left you on red, this clip went ghosts. But can't stop, won't stop. Now, this is the steak kebab that I was telling you about. It looks so scrumptious, don't it? Now, the last time I came here, I did have their seasoned rice, so I know it was good. Nice and nervous for me. Tell me why I ask you people, can they take out these bell peppers, add some more meat instead? And didn't. So what I set up for is for them to keep it on, but extra sauteed. Because I don't want no crunchy my stuff. Now, if you watch my channel, you know I eat onions only if it's sauteed and diced. The same go for these bell peppers. I don't discriminate. So that's what they did. And they let it. So I took a bell pepper and tried to dice it up with my spoon because to think I was going to put the whole thing in my mouth is uncanny. Now, I got my steak well done. I don't like my beef to look like it's on its menstrual cycle on the first or last day. Leave the pink and red behind. The way that thing was seasoned up, I thought they opened up my cabinet and took my spices out. Now, the steak did have like a little bit of chew, but it wasn't too bad. Everything was on point, if I must say so myself. Yeah, and I forgot to mention the meal was $15.99. Yeah, a deal, ain't it? Now here is where they started throwing curveballs, straight balls, alley hoops, even dodgeballs. Now I got my receipt to pay, and it came out to $18.81, which is a great deal after taxes and everything. Now I know I had the money on my car, actually a little bit more. So then it still said I owe $1.63, and I was like, okay, houseway. But nevertheless, I paid it with cash since they said I didn't have it on my car anymore, which was odd to me. So as I was waiting outside for my ride, I quickly got a notification letting me know exactly how much I had left. It was nada, zero. So like I was saying earlier, I had the amount on there that said it was deducted off. So I'm like, okay, why would I still have to pay $1.63 when I had actually that on the card as well as the 1881? So I went back inside and spoke to the person or the manager. I guess they was doing their math and trying to give me some type of reason, but it wasn't reasoning. The math wasn't mathing. But there was like, check your bank statement, and if there's still an issue, come back in, and we'll handle that. Well, you ain't say nothing but a word, because that's exactly what I did. It was given TI because it was expeditiously, and the bank statement reflected that they took the amount off as well. So then I went back in there and showed them it. This time they gave me another supervisor. Now, even though this person was very nice, it wasn't enough to make me forget about them $45 y'all took off my car. I need all mine, please. So they kept insisting that they didn't take the money off and to give it a few days to see if the money will show back on my card. So that's what I did. Lo and behold, it did come back on my card a few days later, mysteriously. But like I said before, I also paid $1.63 worth of cash. Where's my money for that? Now, I didn't want to be petty because it was only $1 and something. So I didn't even bother to even mention it to them. However, I'm going to outsmart them. I'm going to just use straight up cash from now on. Now, I wouldn't dare stop going to the establishment because the food keep calling me, say my name. Now, if I got to use my car again, I'm going to go to another location because you won't get me again. Now, before y'all tried to finesse me, I would have given y'all a 10 because the food was delicioso. I didn't have no complaint. However, when y'all tried that message, y'all tried. It went down. I give it an 8.9. Still not bad. However, like this beef in my chili, I'm going to ground you. And hopefully you can think about what you did. So yeah, that's about it, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day.